I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. The biggest thing I learned about the spiritual journey was you had to be able to accept who you are. And that was my biggest journey because when I first started, I didn't want to accept who I was. I wanted to become somebody else to be accepted. And that's the one thing you never want to do. You always want to accept and love yourself for the weird, different person that you are. And that's what I had to learn to do. I had to learn to accept my gift and accept my difference for what it was. And once I did, my life took off and I'm happier than ever. I'm happy that I'm a spiritualist. I'm happy that I'm different. I'm happy that I'm not made like everybody else. And that's what I want to encourage the world to do. If you're different in any way, accept yourself first, and then the world will accept you. But you have to accept and love yourself for every quality that you have, no matter how weird, different, aggravating it may be to somebody else. You got to love you, and that's what I had to learn to do. I had to learn to love my faults as well as my good times, as well as my good side, and I had to accept myself for completely who I am. And now that I have, my life is gone better. I know that there are still negative things that's going on, or it's still negative times in life, but I accept myself for who I am, and I'm proud of everything I've accomplished so far on the spiritual journey or just in life. I realized that I was selling myself short about how great a person I am when I do stuff for people and become the person that I became. I didn't never give myself full credit, and I apologize to myself because if anybody should be showing you love, first of all, when it first all starts, you have to show yourself love first and foremost. So that's what I want to show myself, and I want to make up and let the world know that you have to show yourself love beyond anybody else because everybody else can show you love, but if you don't never show yourself any love or any support, how you gonna make you have to learn to love you, and once you learn to love you, the world gonna love you, cause it's not gonna matter what anybody else says. And that's all I want to teach the world. You have to learn to love you first, and spend time with you first. And once you learn that, everything else will fall into place. It's all about that self love. And for a long time, I didn't have that for myself because I was too busy trying to listen to what the world said I should be. And I was too busy ignoring how awesome and great my life was and taking it for granted. It wasn't until I went through that dramatic time and felt like I lost it that I realized that I had to go back and realize what I had and appreciate it. And that's the way I got it back. Being humble, being honest, and just admitting what I didn't do right the first time. And God gave me an opportunity and I just ran off with it. And I hadn't looked back, and I've accepted my life for what it is, spiritual and physical. And I feel more comfortable now because I've accepted that I am a spiritualist. I've accepted that I have a spiritual gift, and I've accepted all of my ways that make me different. Like the fact that I love watching wrestling every week, the fact that I love watching Disney every night if I could, the fact that I'm just a good hearted person that loves people but hate when people try to take advantage of me because of my good heart and my giving ways. I've accepted everything about myself, and that's what I want to tell you guys. You have to be able to accept who you are for the journey to work in life and spirituality and whatever you want to do. You have to be able to accept you for who you are. That's the biggest thing. Or won't nothing work out, and you'll always be unhappy moving from thing to thing because you're not being true to you. Once you being true to you, it's like the light gonna click and the work you do gonna mean so much more. Or that's the way it's worked for me, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion though. But you have to learn to love you and accept you for who you are. And once you do that, you never look back and you will be fine in this life. As long as you accept you for yourself, There's nothing nobody or anything can tell you, in my personal opinion. But that's my opinion, though.